Hello and welcome to DC30 and our Mythic Odyssey of Theros, D&D with an ancient Greek twist. I am your Dungeon Master, Romeo, and I am joined tonight by Morse, Virla, Tamara, Ali, and Rebecca, and Violet will be along shortly. You may notice that no longer in a sort of like mishmash Tetris thing, every player's window is in sort of like a neatly equi-sized format. I've been tinkering with Video Ninja and I've learned a few new tricks. So this will be exciting. How is everyone this evening? How's everybody out in the audience? I hope everyone's well. I will begin this evening with a small announcement. We will unfortunately, next week will be our last session for 2 weeks, as I will be attending the South by Southwest Festival in Texas from the 6th of March to the 18th of March, I believe. Sorry, to the 20th of March. And thus will not be able to run your regularly scheduled programming. We may simply take a small sabbatical. However, we might also potentially have someone else step into the DM seat for something off the beaten path. We're not certain yet, so no promises, but watch this space. That's really the main announcement I have. Does anybody have anything else they wish to share of their own accord? And if that's the last of the announcements, let's kick off with tonight's episode of A Mythic Odyssey of Theros. And we transition back to Maine. Oh, that's interesting. All right, it's just it's done something slightly with Violet's layout. I think it's tried to center her. One
We're
second.
super zoomed in cropped versions.
Oh, just the face, yes.
I don't know how to fix that. 1 second, let me unset her and then assign her back to slot 6.
Maybe if Violet turns her phone landscape.
We didn't hear you say that vibe, but yes.
With the rest of us a landscape, maybe that's the aspect ratio trying to compensate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could switch 1 minute. Switch. Did that work?
I mean, that I'm
Hold on.
all for it. I'm all for that. That looks amazing.
Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go. We're ready.
Hold on.
Let's not mention it for the rest of the session.
Nope.
Let me unset you and then
on Twitch you.
Amalia's just asleep all session.
sorry, video settings, hang on. Front camera, refresh. Oh yeah, no, actually keep it where it is, babe. If I
Tilt
switch
it to your left.
What, do I tilt it again now?
No, as in swivel. Sorry, not tilt. Swivel it to your left so that you're in the frame, because then it will look perfect.
I'm trying to refresh like the aspect ratio, but none of it's sticking. Nope, never mind.
Tonight, Amalia shall be played by a lamp fixture.
Okay, no, you're...
That's actually a reflection.
Yeah, sorry, none of that's none of that's taking for some reason, so never mind. Yeah, you're visible, you're just a little off and to the side. So, pardon the technical difficulties. Last we left off, you had returned to the city of Meletis. After a hard voyage at sea, where you acquired not one, but 2 pieces of divinity. Nimiras, the blades of Clothis, and Matizi, the repository of Medomai. As you pulled into the docks, you noticed the city was livelier. It was a bustle with all sorts of activity, as you noticed so many additional ships pulled into the dock, pulled into the harbor, with sails from all depicting the colors of all over Theros, Delathon, Theros, Bothratis, Regenia, Maralos, Actea, all nations, and more, you surmise, for not all would have traveled by sea, but all nations, all city-states, have come to Meletis at the invitation of Bithynia and the city. All have answered the call to parley with respect to the crisis that threatens all. And that's where we come to now, as you pull into the city dock and the whoosh, boom, the boat washes in, the ropes are lashed, you are home.
Looking around. I'm guessing she's at the helm still, making sure that everyone is getting on there and making sure that the pier is secured, and she's beaming with excitement and nervousness at all of this going on.
Guess not long now.
So she'll go to Scotty Nuts. I didn't know that they would all be represented here. I anticipated that some might, but this is exciting. It's exciting. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm not. The politics? That's not my game. It seems terrifying. You're gonna have a lot of fun. I'll just sit and drink and watch from the distance as the fireworks occur.
From a distance.
But Scotty, I
Sorry,
think that
continue.
will be an invaluable situation or asset here, because if there's one thing that I know, those that are into politics are also into letting their hair down after a long day's argument. So I think the ability to talk outside of the rooms or chambers where important conversations are happening may be instrumental in this endeavor.
Is there something I need to find out from people? Is this like a secret mission?
I don't think it's a secret mission. I think, though, that it would be helpful if we had the ability to offer hospitality in our own ways. And if they offer more information, then they do.
We're not inviting them to the castle, right? Because I have not cleaned my room since... When did we construct that thing? How many months
About a month ago.
Since like a month ago.
Well, I can't speak for everyone here, but there's only maybe one person that I would invite back, but they aren't here to my knowledge, so I don't think we'll be inviting the rest of them.
Okay. Well, if there's something you need from me, let me know. If not, I guess I'll I have errands to do around the town before it all kicks off anyway, but yes. Just let me know what you need. I probably won't know unless you say, because politics and talking people.
And the ones that are from, if anyone happened to come here from where you're from, Skullvale, correct?
Oh, fuck. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna head over to Penelope's and I'll see you. And I kind of just like side walk backwards off, and I just go down, and then I kind of head off to Penelope's. Well, just mutter to myself, oh fuck.
Okay, so Skothinos is heading off to Penelope's. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I guess I could go up to Bakios and ask him if he's familiar with any of these or if he sees any ships. Because Akros isn't necessarily from... They're landlocked, right?
Correct.
So technically,
quite
would they have a
extensively.
ship, or would they be represented somewhere down here then?
You gather, Bithynia, it's unlikely Akros would be represented on account of the entire city being surrounded by an army of the dead.
Correct. With
So
supplies
she'll-
beginning to run low.
Yeah. So Bakios, I sent a letter to Akros, but I don't know who or where or when it got there. Do you know of any names by chance of anyone that would have come? If someone were to come from there?
Bakios, roll a history check.
Oh, hell yeah. Straight roll, baby. 17.
17?
Yeah, natural 17.
You know, you, a couple names do actually come to mind. There's like a, you're not necessarily, okay, you wouldn't necessarily know this, but, as you described them to Bithynia, she, recalls that they're certainly important people. So it may very well be a case that one of them would show up, but it's not necessarily like a, oh yes, it would definitely have been this person kind of thing. But, Akros, as, you all would know, is, what's called a diarchy. Two dynasties, two kings, co-rule together, each one having veto power over the other. There usually is an element of one would go to war whilst the other remains in civility. So the current two rulers, one is a woman by the name of Taranika, who acts as regent in the absence of her uncle King Anax, who passed away, and his wife Queen Kimede disappeared. The other is a king by the name of Tarkon, who is a elderly gentleman, to say the least. One of them could absolutely go on a diplomatic mission such as this, whilst the other remain in tow. You do also recall, Botch, that there is a man from Akros who was part of the Planeswalkers, the group that defeated Xenagos, and that legendary party has served in representative roles once or twice before, stuff like a Johnny representing the Leonin and whatnot. The hero from Akros was known as is known as Kithion.
Yeah. So, stuttering and mumbling my way through this with a notion of shame, I let Bithynia know all of that information before turning away and necking at a carafe of amphora of wine, regardless of whether or not it's full, half full, or empty. I just want to get out of that conversation immediately.
One last question for you, Bakios.
And
Is there any name that you're avoiding? Should I find them and they say, if I know you, I will deny that I know you if that's what you need.
Just deny me to everyone, for they will either deny my existence or actively want me killed. So, just keep stum about me, right?
Understood.
Right? Good.
Understood.
FYI, you would also know, Bithynia, that Bokios a la Botch is not my full name. You would know that I am Bokios of the Stalking Bear. So if you hear that name come around, that is my clan's name. Which I probably would have told you at some point over the last several months that we've been traveling.
Well, either way, she didn't hear it. If someone asked me,
No one will ask me, so no one will ask you of me. So just don't mention my name, and we'll be all good. Okay.
Okay, all right. Do you have any plans for the night?
There's wine, and maybe I might revisit my favorite place in Melitis. TLD. The
Well, I
long
hope you
drop. Mate, it's been too long, man. All right, it's forgetting the shape of my bum. It's getting a bit cold. It needs a bit of TLC at the TLD.
Well, if you ask one of these merchants up here, they'll probably be able to tell you when high tide is in case you want a little bidet action while you're at it.
That's some very high tide. That's at the top of your fort.
I mean,
some backsplash. It can go up. It's fine.
Hey, listen, if there's a tsunami, right, and then I could time it just right, maybe, but no, I don't think so. That being said, I am curious. In the corner of my eye, I am keeping an eye on what Xanthia is doing and where she's going.
Just vibing at the moment. I think checking out what kind of boats there are.
Yep.
And then just checking what the general vibe is like. Basically happy to tag along with anything.
Sweet. Works for me.
Okay.
So you're doing a vibe check on the boats.
Yeah.
Make a So describe what you mean to be sorry by vibe, just so I know and understand what you're after.
Like kind of checking out like what kind of flags there are, like what kind of cities, and also like if I recall any of them being particularly rich in like Triton population
Make
or
a
something
perception
like
check.
that.
Make a perception and a history check, actually.
Oh, jeez. So perception was 5. History is 13.
Okay. You only, in terms of meeting that specific criteria, not much comes up in that way. Most of the landlocked cities, or most of the land-based cities, and some of them are obvious write-offs. Delathon is a landlocked city. It's a big one, but it's a landlocked city. Has probably some amount of Tritons, but nothing stellar. The only one that catches your attention is you see a sigil that is an orange field with a pattern of blue waves around the there's like sort of like a golden sunset field with a circular pattern of blue wave lapping patterns. At the center there is a trireme depicted upon it. I will actually see if I can't link a copy of the picture. 1 second. One second. Just do it like this. Copy. Legend Keeper. Sorry, I'm using a new program now on top of Legend Keeper, and it's not necessarily as easy to player's board. Please carry over. It did not, but that's okay. Upload image. Screenshot. At some point I'll have a fast way of doing this. So if everybody can go to the player's board, you will in fact see the visual aid. Nope, hang on. Visuals, why is that not working? Hold on, let me refresh cache of current page. Okay, I don't know why the character cards weren't. Oh, I know what happened. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, you should see it, sorry, on the visuals board. Thank you for bearing with me. So, And Xanthia, as you look upon that crest, you do immediately recognize it. That is the crest of a city known as Actea. Which, if anybody's taking notes, is ACTAEA. You, with a 13 on the history check, you do know that it has a higher than average population of Triton on, as a matter of course, by the fact that it's at the very tip of the Lindus Horn, which is, and sort of juts out straight, not only into the Siren Sea, but, is very nearby a immediate chain of islands as part of the Dakra Isles. So, absolutely has that access to the sea and, as a result, a higher Triton population. And you do, in fact, actually see a fair population of Triton crew. Not just Triton, obviously, but higher proportion of Tritons among the crew, offloading all sorts of supplies, and you see guards step forth as whoever the dignitary is appears to be being released, or appears to be setting foot on the city shores.
Interesting. Xanthia will just like make a mental note of that, but just look around and see what the others are up to at the moment. Because politics is not really her strong suit.
Very well. Amalia, is there anything specific you'd like to do?
What time of day is it right now?
Mid-afternoon? Sorry, early afternoon.
To the gym she goes, as always.
Okay.
Where are you going?
The gym.
Very well. Bithynia, is there anything on your mind? Is there anything you'd like to do?
Oh yeah, I need to go looking around at shops and stuff. I need to pick some stuff up that I had ordered previously.
So would you be going with Scotty as part of that, as like a little group trip if you were both going shopping, or would you go your separate ways?
I could. I have a couple places because I had like that one hut that I picked up the jewelry stuff from and all that jazz. So I mean, I could. We can totally go together.
Okay. Hilira, what would you like to do?
I would also like to get some stuff.
Okay, so we have a shopping trip of 3. Xanthia, will you tag along?
I think I might actually join
Okay, shopping
that,
trip of 4. As, so...
Is Arceus following me suspiciously?
Nope, I'm just following you. There's no suspicion about it. Why wouldn't I follow you?
I don't know.
Go on all these
okay,
adventures together, and then Xanthia, I've never seen this man before in my life.
Put it this way, I'm coming with, but I'm not doing it for shopping. I'm just want to keep you in eyesight for now.
Do I like see you guys also following?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay, then.
Holy shit, I just figured out why he's following her.
What I would do is I would probably link arms with Xanthia, link arms with Buckyos, and then make him skip with me. As we're going shopping.
For you, it's like trying to move a brick wall. I'm not doing it.
And Xanthia...
Unstoppable force and immovable object, right?
And Xanthia, as part of this as well, I'll say no, you do kind of stick out like a sore thumb a little bit. You're essentially wearing like a basic battle skirt and like harness sort of Xena style, which is just like your normal like the under fatigue, just the clothed portion on the under armor, and the rest of you is just literally bronze skin, like Colossus from the X-Men, but bronze.
Are you wearing your purple dress?
It would she'd trip over it in battle if she.
Aww.
It's like leather fatigues that almost resemble like Xena's getup, but less armor and more like just plain leathers. It's like the portion that goes under your normal armor. And yeah, you do stick out a little bit like a sore thumb, and you do catch a bit of everyone's attention. Well, you all do to some degree, you know, the weapons glowing upon your persona, or not so glowing per se so much, but the resplendent weapons do kind of catch an eye. A few people recognize Gelio, and just they do more of a double take as opposed to like recoiling in horror, because like it's like no, it wouldn't be kind of thing. She kind of like hurries along her child.
Yep, that's yep, great. I mean, you can all come with if you like. I'm probably just going to set up some space in Penelope's station. Just start playing with, seeing what I can do. Really, have a bit of time just playing with some of the, yeah, just the newfound skills I've put forth. But if you guys need to buy anything, we can do that first, and then just leave me behind.
Okie dokie. Whilst you guys are having this conversation, I will say this. Amalia. You go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
What are you assuming what? Punching bag, or I guess clawing bag? You doing the, what's that log with the handles called?
Well, the thing that gymnastics do.
Yeah, you do that?
Oh,
in like
yes,
a little,
I could
in
do
like
it.
a little leotard?
Not in a leotard, no, but...
Okay. As you're doing this, what's your passive perception?
Perception.
Passive perception.
What can I find?
You should see it to the right.
Oh, I see it. 11.
Okay. 2 seconds.
That's not great.
Yeah, no, you don't see it.
Why? What don't I see?
As you basically begin to engage in a variety of exercises.
That's one does,
And you
yes.
like do flips and like throw yourself up. You're doing like basically you are suspending yourself on these logs and you're like doing push-ups, like with your legs just hanging out.
Okay.
And as you basically finish a set and land, you've been at this for about maybe an hour at this point. You hear a voice
yes.
whisper in your ear. Mo.
Can I turn around?
Yep.
Do I see anyone?
Yep. You see a familiar, tall, slightly more lean and slender than he is broad, Leonin with a black mane, and a variety of war spikes jutting out of his back.
Rorak.
Been a minute, Whiskers.
And grab him and hug him and say I miss him and hug him.
Missed you too.
What are you doing here?
We got invited. Or rather...
Ah, the letters.
Yeah, or rather... The, ruler... The Matriarch Council... And the, Seer, as he's called. Or, oh shit. 1 second, let me just pull up my notes just so I don't call him the wrong thing. Ga-da-da, love having scattered brain. Yeah, sorry, Speaker. Speaker Brima's got invited. He, sent Nazros as his, dignitary. And, Nazros needed an honor guard after his, you know what happened to his. So, he asked the Dustcrawler clan to step up. Give us, something to do, something to be responsible for again.
So did you all come or was it just you?
Just a detachment of, those of us who are left who can fight. We're serving as more of a entourage or an honor guard. This is still a formal diplomatic mission after all. From what I hear. It's a serious stuff.
Yeah, a lot of things. I don't really pay attention to it.
How you been?
I've been alright. Can't complain much, to be honest. Been in and out of amenities fighting. Oh, we have a new fort too. But
New
then,
fort? Kick ass.
Uh-huh. But then the only thing is my axe died. So I have a new one.
Sorry to hear that.
I'll point to when my new axe is.
Kind of a monster broke your axe.
Let's not get into it right now.
Fair. Best to let the past be the past. The new one looks cool, though.
Yeah, she's alright. So if you're in... Did you come looking for me, or did you actually come to walk out?
Well, I heard your ship was in town, and I knew I'd find you here.
This is alright.
I've, been scoping out the city a little bit, trying to, get my bearings, so, I know a little bit what's going on in general at this point.
Or do you want to go get a drink? Calm down? Chillax a little?
Yeah. I don't mind. Nazaros is all lodged up, so, and the others have gotten that taken care of, so I got a minute. We can keep, didn't want to interrupt your flow. I don't mind sticking around for that, or if we can...
No,
What do
I'll
you wanna
probably
do?
kick your ass. Let's go get a drink.
Fair point. And he, like, ropes you around, like, puts his arm around your shoulder, like, pulls you into, like, a sort of, like, headlocky hug, and then, like, leads you off, and you guys go get a drink. So whilst that is happening, the rest of you. So the city is yours. Where exactly are you headed?
I need to go back to that guy that had diamonds. That Triton. What's his name? Danroth? Danroth, the Triton.
Oh boy. Now I get to play a game of remembering what he looked and sounded like.
He's a Triton and he makes jewelry.
Okay.
That's all I remember.
Okay. Are you guys are traveling together. Are you guys going to Danroth first, or?
What would we come across first in terms of, like, if of all the things that we're looking at? So there's Penelope's, there's Jandaros. I suppose if there's another place that has magical equipment, I suppose, because we might as well see.
Danroth, like last you saw him, I believe he had set up shop on the docks.
So
in the
probably
port.
him first.
Okay.
Him first, then, unless anyone suggests differently, then Scottinus will suggest Penelope's, and then...
We could also go to the vintage store again, where we found that pretty necklace. For the last time. Also,
So-
I need to go to a bakery or something. Sorry.
You actually swing by where Danroth's setup was, and it's not there.
Oh. Well... Darn it. No one die. Okay. Is there like a bakery or like a store that sells like sweets?
Make an
Preferably-
investigation check.
Preferably sweets. Want some candy. Oh wow. 10.
Nothing in particular. Actually, no, 10. I'm gonna roll separately for something. Interesting. You, there is a, there's a few different, stalls and bakeries and, like, shops and things like that, because this is Melodies. This is also the main bustle and hustle square. You're after sweets in particular.
Mm-hmm.
You do find one shop that has it's sort of like tucked right into a corner. It has a very faded sort of faux painted gold sign in a language you don't recognize. But next to the words you do see a separate set of filigree that has its name in the Theron language, which is Southern Delicacies.
Cool. I go in.
You step inside.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding. Do I have a bakery ambiance?
This is so stupid, you guys.
I do not, so we'll just keep it quiet. You do, however, see a very, very small shop. Sort of like, almost like packed in. There's like one glass case that has stuff behind it, and everything else is behind the counter. Sort of in different shelves and whatnot. And it's sort of comically trying to encase a very large, gray-skinned humanoid creature with like just absolute shovels for hands, like fingers this thick, these enormous flapping ears, and a long trunk of a nose that sort of just like tousles from side to side. It's got these large tusks. One of them looks like severed long ago, and it's been capped off with like a little brass, like a stump thing at the end of it. The other one, however, is long and curls round once on itself. Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm Hilaire. What's your name?
Totally not Googling Luxodon name generator. Drehum.
Cool. I'm totally not gonna forget that.
That's okay. Everyone does.
Oh, that must suck. Anyways, I'm looking for sweets. They're kind of like apology sweets, so that they need to be like good sweets. I don't know. They could also be bad sweets. I don't know.
I can maybe accommodate.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
I don't know.
I specialize in as you can tell, I'm not from around here.
Uh-huh.
So I emigrated here to share delicacies from the southern continent with your country.
Cool. Well, okay. Do you just have like a box of just like an assortment of sweets? It needs to be like a big box. It's like for a fair amount of people.
Very well. Would you
Okay.
like a variety of one kind, or would you prefer I may have just what you're looking for. Give me a
Okay.
moment. He very daintily like goes into the back and starts like fishing stuff out, and he puts it into this very meticulously like folded cardboard like box that looks hand painted with like different little filigrees of flowers you don't necessarily recognize, and sort of like more Eastern style swirling imageries. And he presents you with a box that's about the size of a shoebox that you saw him basically, he stacked layers into it. There's like a, you can like, so there's, it's like those tins that like you have that and then you pull it out and then there's like a layer below.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. I think this will probably work.
These have been handmade in a meticulous fashion and are very popular.
Oh, I feel a little bit bad who I'm gonna send them to, but I really appreciate that they're handmade. Maybe I should just keep them for myself. Are like Buckyos and Xanthia with me? Like, or am I just alone in the shop?
I don't know. Did you guys come in with like you all would have
Bithynia
come?
would have wanted to come in. She was very excited to see a Loxodon because I think this is the first
Okay.
time she's seen one. So
I'll just stay outside.
That's not true. Your cafeteria dude was a Loxodon.
oh, that's true.
I'll turn to you, Bithynia, and just go. Do you think a snake will like these?
It's one way to find out. It can't make her more mad.
How are you? Wait, do you have the Speedy Courier spell now?
No, but I have planar ally.
Oh my. Okay. All right. All right.
Apologies, Sweets, for ruining her statue. It feels fair.
Fair. No, that's fair.
I want her as my friend. Yeah. Okay. How much is this, sir?
That will be 10 gold drachmi.
Jesus, you think I'm rich?
Just to be
I
clear,
can't
there's
remember
like
the
there's like
gold.
100 in here.
I know. Okay, the gold has been removed.
And yes, they are slightly bougie sweets.
I'm not gonna send them to the snake, I think. Hilera and Sugar Rush.
So, do you does anybody else purchase anything else?
I am. I would.
Okay.
Can I speak to him in Loxodon though? Like,
Yeah.
see, I don't know if he's fluent. Yeah. So I would speak to him in Loxodon and ask him about.
Thank you. It's so much nicer to converse in my native tongue. I have such a weird accent when I speak in your language.
So, everything here looks delightful and amazing, and I have an event in the future. Do you think that you'll be here in Melotix for long?
Oh yes, I live here.
Okay, amazing. I have an event that might be in the future that may require maybe a cake and or some sweets for a large group.
Oh, catering services. I could be amenable to that. I've not tried that before, but what are you after?
Well, right now I have some individuals in town that I'll be meeting with. And so I would like to provide them with some sweets to make the conversations a little easier, maybe. Providing treats is always a nice gesture when you're in a meeting.
Dignitaries from all of Theros? Those ones?
Correct.
Ooh, he looks a bit nervous.
It doesn't have to be all of them, but you know, like
It's not the quantity that is the question. I'm a hard worker, but are you sure they would not react negatively to partaking in cuisine from the hated enemy, so to speak? I've faced my share of rebuke, which is understandable. I'm not blind to what transpired all those years ago, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to cause offense to the dignitaries.
Are you the one that's beating down the door of Akros right now?
Last I checked, that was not me, no.
Well, then I don't think that of all of the unjust actions in the world, that baking sweets would be one that would be at the top of their agenda, given the severity of other world issues.
Make a persuasion check, which you have advantage on because you're in a city.
Okay, so first roll was 24. No, 25. And the other one was 24. I rolled an 18 and 17, and then I have a plus. Yeah. So.
25, very good.
Yeah, and I get a plus 7 to it, so 25 or 24.
All right. I will trust your expertise on this fact.
And we're not putting like a ton of them out. They're going to be out with like, you know, I'm guessing.
Yes, I have some
and things
thoughts
of that
already.
nature.
There are different I'd have to I should probably stock up on my supplies. There are certain items that I may need to source in order to make enough for everybody. I don't know if I'll have enough almonds with my current stash. I'll have to go get more. Oh, this is exciting.
Well, the only thing that I have is that I'm not trying to feed every single person at least one, just enough for a few to have something should they want to partake. But I will have an event possibly in the future that's more of an intimate affair. So given the assortment that we have now, I might go further in the future and order from you again.
Oh, yes, of course, and absolutely. I'm certainly speaking of nibbles and light confectionery. There's this one item. I would have to get started right away to prepare them, but they're very nice. They are called nogul. They are sugar-coated almonds. They use sugar, water, and rose water to boil to create a homogeneous liquid, which the roasted almonds are submerged, and then they coat it in like a solidified icing. These, in my culture, symbolize happiness and good luck.
Delightful. Sign me up.
And what you have there, little lady, points to... what you have there, little lady, points to you, Hilira. Those are one of the most famous Hasiran desserts. They're soft and colorful. They're called mazgati. The base of the traditional confectionery is a mixture of liquids. Usually can vary. I prefer to use milk in particular. And they are combined with starch and sugar. When cooled, the starch will solidify, and it solidifies the liquid. My apologies, and creates a delicate, firm, and almost jelly-like sweet treat that can be infused with a variety of flavor combinations. What you have there includes cardamom, saffron, pomegranate juice, pomegranate seed, and chopped nuts in different combinations. It's kind of like an archaic Turkish delight / the old-fashioned style marshmallow that's more like a crystal than it is like a... If there's anything else...
How much would it be for this?
Oh, for the meeting. Rough approximation of how many people would be attending. I understand it will not be a whole lot for everybody, but ballpark figure?
I don't know. Maybe 20-ish?
20, with 500 gold drachma, I can make a spread.
Let's do half a spread for 250.
Very well.
Okay, I'll make that off.
Cool. He says, "Thank you very much. I'll get started right away." And he basically closes up shop and just like gets started. And you're back outside.
I think while the others were inside, Xanthe would have stayed outside with Bacchius, just like looking at him like, is there something you want particularly?
No, I'm all good. Just looking out for you. Now that you look,
just some quality time,
now that
okay?
you're looking like a whole statue. You're looking like a piece of art. So I might try and steal you.
So you think I can?
Oh, I know
defend
you can
myself?
defend yourself. I just
That
want to
what
see
I'm
what
hearing?
happens when somebody underestimates you and you turn them inside out. Because we haven't got cable here, so.
Yeah, sure. So do you like this belt that I'm wearing? It looks real nice, right?
Oh yeah, you look absolutely tip top. Yeah,
Yeah.
super strong, super buff, super shiny. You look like an actual god, and you look like you would give any random human clerics a really good time.
Okay. I think the others are coming back. Right? Oh.
Sure, at this point, I'll say everyone files out of the shop. You guys watch the Luxon close up shop, and you have bought cakes. So,
Two Penelopes?
to Penelope's?
Two Penelopes!
Very well. It's easy enough to find. It's about a 20-minute walk.
Question.
And when you do, yes?
Would Bithynia and Scotino skip with me? Because Buckios wouldn't.
I am not skipping.
If you ask, yeah, Scott, yeah, be like, cool, and I'll throw in the mirthful leaps, so we'll get a bit of height as we go.
Run!
Just Margot, bro, through the city.
Right.
Yeah, the fun people are skipping. We would like add.
Can I get a group acrobatics
Xanthian
check? The DC is 5.
Please fail. Please everyone get a natural 1.
Wait, athletics.
It's gonna be me. Survey says. I got a 17.
God.
20 with a 7 for the mirthful leap.
11.
17.
Okay, you're all fine. You all skip along dandily.
There's one thing satyrs can do. I say with like a dead serious thing. It's skip.
As your vials and bottles of blood playing along.
Smash! Oh no.
You guys pass a guy who's like, is someone selling wind chimes? But yeah, before long, it is easy enough to arrive at and you're greeted by a familiar haze of smoke and different alchemical sounds as she looks a bit haggard. Her, so normally she has this veil that's sort of like with these tassels that go over her eyes and a green hood that sort of go over her more acolyte style dress. Her hood is just dropped and her like slightly greasier brown hair is just tied back in a really messy loose bun as she's just in the process of just like sleeves straight up rolled up at this point, and she's just in the process with a mortar and pestle just elbow deep in some kind of concoction, and you just see like a bunch of like crates behind her that are in the process of being filled with her various
Question.
brews. Yeah.
Could I get an indication for what she's now I'm proficient with alchemy supplies? Would I have an idea exactly of what she's making?
Make a perception check.
14.
You see a lot of health potions. Not everything, but you see a lot of health potions.
I'm going to, as I come in sort of like a bit of a smile, like almost a bit of a smile, see what's happening.
Ding, 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 ding.
Kind of drops, and there's a moment, but then I just go straight over to her, and I'm going to offer to give her a hand with what she's doing.
She like literally just grabs you by the face and just stares at you in the eye. I see it. You've been busy, my friend.
Sounds like you have as well.
Oh,
Need a hand?
I'm sure I'll be fine. You all have much to attend to.
I clap her with my hand on her shoulder as I use Farrakha's balm to cure disease. I'll do it again and use Farrakha's balm to cure poison.
She's not just poisoned or diseased, she's just exhausted.
Happens anyway, but that's there, and then I will then go say, well, while I'm here. And unless she elbows me out of the way, I'm going to move into the space and kind of help with what she's doing.
She'll let you take over for a second, and you can begin bustling about.
Yeah.
And she looks down. Remarkable. Your studying is complete. Well done.
I have you to thank in part, of course, with the supplies you gave me. Definitely worthy of the next person that requires them. We did
Thank
have
you.
potions that we were looking for ourselves. I'm guessing your reserves are mostly filled up, but
Molpadia's been busy behind the scenes. She's trying to gather resources so that the second we get a go ahead, or the second we can actually mobilize, we'll be ready to do so. She rests a hand on your shoulder, Hilira. I know Meletis' attitude with respect to your home has not been your favorite. Has not made them your favorite place, but I promise you there are people who care, and we are working behind the scenes as hard as we can. Something's going to give.
She says with a mouthful of sweet thanks.
Well, it's nice to see your spirits have not faltered at all.
You want one?
Ah, yes, please. And she just palms it and just scarfs it down. Ah, she literally chugs from her water skin. Ah, sorry, I've been sleeping, but not a ton. But
everything you have plenty prepared, but what do you have available for the general commerce? And then what do you have for us?
Fair enough. Well, suppose I should always have time for some priorities. After all, you faced down the cruel one and lived. She looks at you all. I'm an acolyte of Farika. I know these things.
She was very nice. Till she wasn't.
You know what? From what I've gleaned, you caught her good side more than most. I'll never forget when I visited that island.
Well, you came away from it, so that's always a good sign.
It's where I learned my craft.
Well, you would have gone with the pure act of devotion to Farika. We had ulterior motives, and of course that is probably
That is
where
true.
we had our differences.
Bithynia, you would have remembered this, actually. I was cast out of the Decatia for, being willing to be unorthodox. And so I sought other avenues to complete my training. But that's ancient history. Is there something you specifically require?
I imagine health potions are probably something that would be most useful for everyone. And while I'm here, like an officer Melba agrees to make up for some of the time lost on whatever we purchase, as well as the cost towards them. Okay, I've checked. Is my old work desk still? I guess it's probably been repurposed at this point, but is the old work desk still there?
It's been folded away, but you do see it. It can be quickly reassembled. So you're offering to help brew some of the stuff.
Well, if actually, so like, getting the stuff we need for the group now, and then so if we get the things, and then while everyone has their other tasks, I'm happy to stay here and offer some additional time and support.
There's little I can spare. Much will be needed for the war effort if we are to succeed. But you have the most dangerous task of all if we're to do this, so I have set some stuff aside. But officially this is still meant to be for the war effort, so I will need some funds to help replace them so that it can go towards helping people who don't have pieces of divinity, keeping them safe. She takes out a small crate that has a few different sized potion bottles. What is it, Helena?
I'm just being a little bit silly. But other people was like, piece of divinity. I was like, where?
All right.
They are very nice sweets.
And so she puts out this one box that has a small catalog of different size potions in it. Scotty, you immediately recognize three three regular healing potions.
Mm-hmm.
2 greater healing potions. 1 superior and 1 supreme. The supreme one is like a really like dark, almost like borderline black red. Like it's like the color of like scarlet wine.
I kind of like, as we like, I just kind of like run my finger over the top and I stop, and that one, if it's just because I don't think I've ever physically come across one myself yet. Kind of just think, and then I'll close the lid of the box and go, for the entire case, how much?
2 seconds. Market rate 2,100.
I'm just going to quickly double check something, and I am right.
I can maybe lower the cost, but it would be a lot easier to replace them if I had the direct funds to do so.
2,100. You need what you need, and I will reach out and take from my stack of the things I bring out. 16. So 2,100. You said, or is that 21? So 2,100.
Yeah. That's based off of the, I believe, the player's handbook guide on the potion costs.
For all of it, 2,100 gold pieces.
Yeah, because healing is 50 gold pieces, greater healing is 100 gold pieces, superior is 500, and supreme is 1,350.
I paid the entire amount myself.
Okay.
And I'll like take that, and I'll look over to the group, and I'll go, Xanthia, you'll know how best you distribute this how you think is best. That one, that's really potent. Whoever gets that, if it's Barkios, make sure he doesn't just drink it because he's thirsty, because that is
Yeah.
That's a bit
that's
harsh.
like if we need to use it, if we need to use it, we need to use it. But that one is if all else fails. But
It is in a little novelty glass bottle that is shaped like a bicep, like a really like comically muscly bicep, and the stopper is on the like tip of it. Like a whole arm with a little thing underneath, and the stopper is right here.
I will take good care of that.
I'll stay here and spend a bit of time just sorting everything else that's out here. Was there anything else or any other? Is there anything else that you will need me for? I'm always happy to spend time. I mean, I'm most useful here if this is what's going on.
Well, if we need you, I can always message you. You'll just hear a voice in your brain, and it'll be me.
Okay. Well, I best get my desk set up. Enjoy shopping.
Very well. Skotinos, in terms of like downtime stuff today, what exactly do you wish to accomplish?
I wait for about 2 minutes until they've all left. And then I'm just setting up the desk, and then I kind of just peer out the window. Has everyone left?
Has everyone left? Okay.
Yeah, no, I've left. I'm looking for a cloth person, so I'll wait.
Right. This might be of use to you. And I drag the desk over, and I bring out the potion of colding. Materials and potions of healing I'll help out with, but these are things that might be useful as well. And I will start by bringing out the potion of Dragon's Majesty.
You begin to hear a drip sound, and as she begins salivating, okay. He's like,
and I hand it to her. This
What is this?
my understanding, that scale, and I produce the replacement scale. This is from
What is this?
a copper dragon, and that
A
is
what?
question. A copper dragon. Yeah, right. This is something we found in the layer of Xanthia's enemy. Let's say.
Sorry, Xanthia's enemy? What?
The adult blue dragon that her
You
name
fought
is.
a blue dragon.
We've done a lot. Speaking of, and I bring out the flesh of, and I basically start unloading it. So I bring out the scales of the adult blue dragon. I kind of show that it's kind of start unloading it. So that's 12 scales, 75 square foot of adult blue dragon.
Penelope just goes, is it wrong that I'm a little turned on right now?
We can crack a window later.
This is fantastic.
This.
Oh, much can be done
potion-
indeed.
This potion, all I have is this one remaining scale of this copper dragon, and this, and I provide the ounce of blood from that dragon as well. If something can be done of it.
So, walk me back. Copper dragon. Was this copper dragon within? Was it an ally of the blue dragon?
No.
No.
My understanding is that wherever this dragon came from, did he say east? I think he said east, but
East.
they're not. He had travelled to meet other companions, not realizing. So I got the impression that not all dragons from that area had quite the self-centered approach. It could be a lie. I don't know.
Is.
But this, there was.
I need a moment.
I have other
process.
things, but this dragon was. It was almost they offered this scale, and this is almost like a sort of like a debt to repay. I got the impression of like a code of honor, or something to that.
A dragon with a cone of honor. Will wonders never cease.
So there's that. I also
Goodness.
have. There's other things. So I've got and I bring out the 50. So I bring out the 15 glass bottles of 5 ounces each of adult blue dragon blood. Adult blue dragon. 6. Adult. I've noticed might have been better. Ancient. The scaling system is hard. These were their young 6 bottles.
She uncorks one. Ancient. Adult. I can figure it out. And
Let's see.
this is immense, Scotinos.
I know this is good for poison. I guess I do things with poison, but I've never really been one for creating actual poisons for blades and things. But purple worm blood. Sorry, it's in a water skin. There's 3.
Run out
there's
of
3.
containers.
You're telling me. Speaking of, and I bring out the Tome of the Dragon's Majesty, and I go, don't just bear with me, and I rip out the page of the glass container that we got that was filled with the blue liquid that the creatures were festering in. And I take it, and okay, right, cool, you can go away, fine. And it doesn't like it when you take things from its hoard. This is what this ancient dragon was using as
it burns up almost like it literally almost burns up like a self-destruct type memo, and then as the dust settles on the ground, almost like pixie dust, like the container fades into existence.
The things that are in there were willing volunteers to be imbued with some powers of this ancient blue dragon. It wasn't pretty, but there was stuff that was there, and I get a
dips
a
her
sense of
finger in
life
it
from this.
and just drops a drop on her tongue, which you swear so he seems to like elongate ever too uncomfortably long. It's nutrition. It is pure nutrition.
A suspension fluid, embryonic fluid, if you would.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Synthetic to be sure, but impressive.
Consider this all a gift.
You spoil Miss Withinos and you spoil her. Much can be done with all of this.
This is a gift in a...
Are you gifting the Potion of Dragon's Majesty as well?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You're gifting it.
Correct. I am gifting the Potion of Dragon's Majesty to Penelope.
Okay.
So this is all in her name. This is a personal thanks, and I take out of the bag the Doom Bloom, and I kind of look on her shelves, and I just try and see, is there a spot that looks like it possibly could fit, and I kind of just be like, yeah, maybe there, and I kind of just like placed it.
I know what that is. I'm going to have some fun with that later.
I do not think it will regrow when it is has been expended, let's say. But you remember those Woestrider eyes?
Yes.
I have good suspicion that this spawned in the ground through its corpse.
That makes sense.
So there is a connection there. I do not know if that helps with whatever other materials you may still have from our last few times we've been here.
Very informative. I have some ideas. Thank you, Scotinos. This is very good.
I haven't told them that I've given away the potion, but it's for a good cause.
Yes, it is.
Right.
I have much work to do.
I'll be at the desk. I'm just gonna. You play with the new toys. I'll work on the stuff, and basically what I'll offer to do is take over the mundane task of the potions of healing, so that she could do the...
She literally pulls out a potion that has a golden orange liquid inside of it that seems to be fizzing, and has a small label that seems to have like the little silhouette of a minotaur, but red. Like a Red Bull, if you will. And she unstoppers it. I'm gonna need that. And then she just cracks on. Okay. Scotty.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to go ahead and feel free to set your piety to 50, the maximum.
I was only 8 away, but I'll take it. Thank you.
Which, I believe, carries with it. Let's read together. Mythic Odysseys of Theros. Farika. You unlock... Oh wait, that's Nelia. Farika. Champion of Affliction. Your dexterity or wisdom score increases by 2, and you can increase your maximum for that score by 2.
Okay. I'm gonna think on that, and I shall put that into play.
And let's say for good measure as well that it's going to be hard for you to lose piety for a while.
Losing limbs to the party once they realise what I've done, that's a separate thing. But that's okay, cool. All right. And
right.
Yeah, I spend the rest of the, basically until I'm distracted, I'm just churning out potions of healing and just helping with whatever I can just to kind of keep everything running normally.
Okay. Do you wish to prepare anything in particular?
No, all I'm doing is anything that Penelope was working on for the purpose of Molpadir and like general craft, like the things that Penelope was doing before I gave her some toys to play with. I'm gonna try and almost like man the shop for her while I'm gone. Just with like the things that I can do. So if it's like the potions of healing need to be done, I'm just making those and
very well.
Whatever things can be done. So
go ahead and make a Dexterity check, ability check using your tools. You can use either dexterity or wisdom, your choice.
Okay. Those are the ones that could have increased there, so I'll use whichever one goes up. So this will be a plus. With proficiency, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. 24.
Sure enough, you diligently and expertly help her brew a variety of potions over the course of the day. You can spend basically the rest of the day there, and you help her brew a lot. And as good measure, actually, she takes the purple worm poison, and together, basically, she shows you a few different things. She makes you add certain ingredients. She guides you through the creation. And in the end, she produces this very sort of effervescent green, like bottle green liquid that she pours into a green bottle. And she hands it to you. Least I can do. I hope there's more. I hope I can do more soon. And I will DM you what that does, Scotty.
Thank you.
So, whilst he's doing that, the rest of you going shopping.
Would I know of any other shops, like, except for Dark Source's shop, that sell magic items in Melodies?
Make a investigation or history check, your choice.
Yeah, that's the same.
If you
Hold
do
on.
history, I could possibly help you.
I rolled investigation.
Oh,
that was
no.
a 3.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm from Melodies, though. Can I help advantage or something?
Could I help? Could I be
I
like,
lived through
girl,
You could-
no,
Are you
we have
proficient
not
in
been
investigation?
gone that long.
No.
No, Bithynia, are you proficient in investigation?
Let's double check. Investigation? No.
Okay. Can't
I
aid
do
her
have
in
a
that.
+5, but I'm not proficient in it.
I'll let you make a separate investigation check. Or history.
I am
no.
proficient in history. I am proficient in history.
In your case, it would be, unfortunately, investigation in particular.
Well, it's a 17 + 5. Unless
Okay.
you wanted it to be history, then it's +10. So
That's fine. You do actually... You find one place. It's almost more of a stall than it is a shop. It's like a hole-in-the-wall place that looks like it was just bought. It hasn't been fully furnished necessarily yet, but there is a forge that's roaring freely in the back, and the sign outside does say Gift of the Titaness. Sounds a little bit gaudy, but you're into it. And you step inside. Scotty, did you go? No, Scotty, you're still there. So, it's... Oh, actually, no one's gonna know who this is. Who's there? You see a very tall woman, like about 6'1", wearing, with sort of fiery red hair that sort of comes down to here. She has no pupils. She has just glowing white eyes. And she's wearing a sort of like a golden, like Xena style, or like a bronzed breastplate and battle skirt. She's got a axe that's sort of slung on the wall, and she's in the process of hammering away.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Can I help you guys? Nice to meet you. I'm Rhea.
Rhea. Nice to meet you. I see you got an axe. My friend really likes axes.
Hang on a minute. I've heard of you guys. You're Tempest, right?
That's us. Yep.
I actually rolled with the old crew for, one mission or like one adventure. We went to basically harvest a dead kraken, so before like other people did, because it's good meat and stuff. Yeah, it was a fun little jaunty.
Cool. You should meet my friend Buckyos. I think you guys will get along.
Fair? Yeah, is he here?
Buckyos! Buckyos, where are you?
Oh, what do you want? I'm assuming I've waited outside again.
It's entirely up to you.
Come
Yeah,
inside, she has an axe!
It's just it's very Shrek at the start of Shrek. Just somebody wants.
Yeah. Nice.
So I see. So I ask whether or not. Actually, sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. So what's this? What's this to hear about an axe?
Yeah, look, it's on the wall.
Ooh.
Ooh, I know.
Ooh.
So what can I do for you guys?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm looking for some things, but I don't know what anybody else is looking for, so they can go first.
I'm looking
Well-
for clothing or someone who does like clothing or something like that. I don't think this is a
Oh.
I'm just looking for useful anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that you could recommend to adventurers, wannabe heroes,
Anything in particular you're looking for?
I mean, we could use another bag of holding. Definitely, that could be very useful.
Smart.
I don't have any on me, but I could throw one together. It would take me a few days, but I could do it.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know
would
how-
be great.
Okay. I would also like if you have some cool armor, or can you like upgrade my armor if I give you my breastplate? Can you make it cooler?
Yeah, I can give it a go. What are you after?
Just a little bit more protection. I'm kind of attached to my breastplate, so I don't want to get like a new one.
Okay. So just a little bit more protection, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I can have a go, but this is also going to eat into bag of holding time. Like, depending
Oh.
on what you need, it might, be another week or so, or like be another few days until.
I don't know. Is the bag of holding more important? We could take more alcohol with us, which I think Butch would really like.
Yeah, but also keeping you safe is also quite important.
Well, I'm not that squishy.
Are you?
Okay, that was a lie.
Yeah.
I definitely am very squishy. But I'm not as squishy as Cotinos. In my defense.
Yeah. What else do you have in stock
Yeah.
at the moment?
Ronos told me about this really cool like amulet thing that also makes you like a little bit stronger.
There's a few different things that do that. Do you have something specific in mind?
Amulet of health.
Oh, that would probably take me like a month to throw together, honey. I'm sorry.
Oh. But can you make it go faster? Because I have to go save Akros.
Make the armor go faster. I don't know about go faster. There's a few different things I can do. Again, it's depending on the time frame that you need it for.
Yeah, we don't really know what our time frame is, to be honest. We know that the Akrons are running out of food. And Bakio said they're probably also running out of servants. I don't really know how that's related, but...
Okay, so, exactly what would you like me to do?
I don't remember.
Okay. I mean, I have a set of armor I got done making, but I don't know if it's... It literally does the opposite of make you go faster.
An armor that makes you go slow?
Yeah, how does that
How is
work?
that helpful?
Well, it kind of... So, recently I took a small job, because someone was terrorizing one of the small farming communities. Turned out to be some runaway beast from the southern continent. Big fucking insectoid thing with giant pincers and this stinger tail at the back. Scorpion, you know, of all things. Hadn't seen one up close, but I've heard of them, but not seen them up close. This thing was fucking big. And its hide was really tough. So I kind of just made a set of plate armor out of it. Yeah, Scorpio armor, I'm calling it. It, basically, unfortunately, it's, because they're like carapace plates, it, you can stay quiet, or as in, like, you're not at a disadvantage when you're trying to be quiet. Especially when it's in, dim light or darkness. Unfortunately, in direct sunlight, the sort of, the plates kind of recoil slightly, and they slow you down ever so slightly. 5 feet. So your movement speed is reduced by 5 feet whilst you're wearing this and are in sunlight. But, if you're attuned to it, poison is a lot less effective against you. And, once a day you can basically do like a echolocation pulse 30 feet around you and, detect any, anything that's within 30 feet of you. As if, you had tremor sense.
Cool.
Do you think Amalia
I
would
was
like
thinking
that?
the same thing. I was like, oh, that would look so cool on Amalia. Like, she has her echo, so, like, the 5 feet, like, if you make a
And
little
yeah,
bit of...
it's straight up, and she shows it to you, it's straight up an insectoid carapace type deal with, like, spikes or, like, barbs on the front that has, like, an interlocking plates that sort of allow one to, like, move their torso around. Sort of like almost like a Batman armor in terms of, like, the interlocking plates. And these, like, large shoulder pads that look like they may have been formed out of the pincers.
That's
Ooh.
hot. I feel like, do you think I should message Amalia and just be like, hi, Carly, do you want to come over here? We found really cool armor for you. Okay. Like, do you think that's a smart idea?
I mean, at the moment, she's only wearing half plate, if I remember correctly. So I don't know if how she feels about like full plate.
She is
armor.
wearing full plate, actually, just for DM's context.
Is she?
Non-magical full plate,
Okay.
but yes.
Do you want me to send her a message?
And how much would you want for
Yeah,
that?
that's probably important.
Well, this little ditty wasn't easy to put together, and I'm trying to start out a bit. Could you do 1100?
1100. Oof. Okay, I'm just gonna phone a friend real quick. I'm just gonna FaceTime her and I'm gonna ask her if she wants it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna cast Sending to Amalia. Oh God. Hi. So we're at this shop. At where are we?
Gift of the Titaness.
Oh, Gift of Titanus. Nice lady. Ray? Yeah?
Rhea.
Rhea. Got cool armor for you. Come over, please.
Amalia, you immediately...
I love you.
Okay. Amalia, you are mid, like, mead jug with Rorak. I can still drink you under the table. And, yeah, you hear the message, and you immediately recognize the name. Out of character, that was Paige's second character that she played in for a couple sessions. Yes, you hear this message. Do you respond, Amalia? Amalia, can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Maybe refresh? Sorry, Marley, I can't hear you at all. Okay. She'll be back in a second. Hopefully in the exact same spot, because it was a fresh link I gave her. In the meantime, can I don't know, show you anything else?
Do you have any like fun bits and bobs, like a rod, like an immovable rod or something, or anything in that kind of area?
Let me have a little look, and she begins rifling through. Not finished, not finished. Not finished. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. I'm just starting out myself.
All good.
Yay, we can hear you now.
Go ahead, Amalia.
Oh, so if I'm drinking with Warrock, does that mean I'm chugging down a jug?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm not used to, like, the sending thing still, at the point that, like, Hidera messages me, can I spit, like, my drink out?
Yeah. Rorak just, like, grabs his goatee and just, like, rings it.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think they just sent me a message. It's really weird to hear, like, someone else's voice in your head.
I will remind you guys as well, you do also have a flying chariot, I believe.
Since when do we have a flying
Did I
chariot?
not?
I don't know. No, I don't think we have one.
What?
What?
The DM is broken, damn it! Don't question it!
No takebacks, no takebacks.
Yeah.
No, it actually, if you
that
guys have
flying
forgotten...
chariot. Yeah, yeah. Mm.
No, if you guys have, if you don't remember it, you don't have it.
We parked it at my condo next to the college, the Vicatia, so I remembered.
It's being pulled by Plummet.
Yeah.
I had recalled you guys found something in a lair somewhere, but clearly I was mistaken.
I don't think we did.
Okay, then never mind. Congratulations.
I don't
I
know.
generally don't remember a chariot, though.
Okay.
No, me neither.
I know we've got them in the past though. Like we've got them on various missions. Like we
You did it once.
Or...
I thought you had found one in Straphus's lair, but maybe I misremembered. Maybe I may have well like put one there and then changed my mind. So forget I said anything.
Or
Well,
maybe we just didn't.
We did rent out chariots, but then we had to leave them by the mountain because they weren't.
Yeah, no, sorry, forget I said
small
anything.
enough to-
You're right, I was mistaken. Thank you all for being responsible. I appreciate it.
For
Also,
once in our
That would have
game.
been helpful though, because we had like a good conversation
I'm
on how we were
disappointed
gonna get
in
all
it.
our shit out. So like, it would have been helpful, but I think we would remember if we had it.
Sorry, 2 seconds, just looking at... You said you want fun stuff, basically, right?
What the heck does fun
Yeah.
stuff classify as?
Oh, sorry, you don't hear that, Amalia. So, do you respond to the message?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Be
do you-
there in 5.
Sure. Let's
Well-
just pretend that your taverna that you're in is definitely 5 minutes away. You have no idea what this place is either, but let's say 10 minutes later.
It's an Amalia 5
Well-
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I not ask the bartender if they've ever heard of that and give me directions?
Sure, let's go with that. And
Hey, babe.
And Amalia, you all of a sudden do arrive at this place.
Hi, Rhea.
Hey, Amalia. Been a while. She claps you on the shoulder.
Yes, it has. What armor were you guys talking about?
And they show you the armor of Scorpio, the Scorpio armor.
Okay, because Raph was doing something, what does the armor do? I only got half of it.
So, in darkness, you don't have disadvantage on stealth. However, in sunlight, your movement speed is 5 feet shorter due to, like, the armor restricting slightly. On top of that, you have resistances to poison.
Mm-hmm.
And, once per day, you can do, like, a sort of echolocation pulse around you, and, like, you can see everything, even if it's, like, the creature's invisible.
Ooh.
As long as
Yes,
they,
please.
like, move. Like...
And how much is it?
1100. Could you do 1100?
1 second, let me check my little purse.
I mean, I could pay for it. But it's no problem. If you want it, it can be yours.
Question, how much did we get from the last mission?
So much.
money.
It's already been separated to everyone's character sheets. So,
Like, Xanthia currently has 19,000 gold pieces, like, on her. So,
Okay, because I know for a fact I did not add it to my character sheet. Which is a very me thing not to do.
I know
But,
I don't
like-
have the record for what the total was, I'm afraid, because I deleted it once we separated it.
It's okay. Does anyone else remember what it was?
Let me look it up in my notes. But we didn't like fully separate it, right? Because I only have like what I had to carry.
so
Oh, shit.
the overall total was 101,000 gold pieces and 2,100 platinum pieces. I don't know how we divided that up exactly, but
Delessa
that's
took
it.
most of the platinum pieces in her
Yeah.
from her total amount, but I think it was the total was just divided and then separated out in its net worth throughout.
I think we kind of distributed it because of like carrying capacity.
Yep. Currently, there is. If anyone asks, like, what's in Scotinos's bag, he currently has in the bag of holding another 1,600 platinum pieces. So that's 16,000 gold worth, and then another 7 gold. So that's 23,000. And it was from that pile that you got the potions from.
Okay, because the issue is now, I generally don't know how much I have. If like you guys gave me anything, because I've only got how much I used to have. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So what is if we were to divide everything? If we divided everything, how much was that by 7 or 6?
Well, if we separated everything to like who could carry what, then we have the amount that I have in the bag of holding plus whatever everyone else is carrying.
Yeah. So if we just take the 101,000 divided by 6, just straight up, that should be like 16,833 and something gold pieces.
Yeah.
Per person. So yeah, we can definitely afford the armor if it's just 1,100.
Is everyone okay with that? If I get the armor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we all should have at least 16 1,000 on our person.
Because
Plus whatever you have.
Well, I think with the people don't have all of the things on their person because it was carrying capacity is limited.
Yeah.
So there is a pot which, if it's easier, I can deduct that from what's in the bag of holding, and at some point someone comes and collects money from Skatinos, and I'll just keep dishing it out until I say there's none left.
So could Bithynia get hers? It's hers so that I don't forget in the future.
But can you carry all of it? Is it?
Scotty will openly say, "I can happily hold everything. I am not going to remember whose pot has how much in. So I will give money out. So if you say you want 1,000, then you've already spent your 1,000. I won't know, and I'll give you 1,000. So long as that is fully on that thing, he's happy to do so. So how much was yours, Amalia? Or how much was the armor, Romeo?
1,100.
1,100.
Okay, I will remove 1,100 from the bag, and I'll just keep going. Everyone can make a note of how much they should have in there, and if it runs out before you've spent your money, then we'll deal with that when it happens.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a note.
Okie dokie.
And were there any
Goodies?
fun magic items?
I got this thing, and she pulls out a small coin.
Ooh.
It's the coin itself has a small key shaped into it, etched into it. This is a key coin. If you slide like a vending machine, if you slide it into a lock, it'll unlock one lock. It'll suppress an arcane lock for 10 minutes as well.
Cool.
Perfect.
The magic isn't lost when you use it, but it does vanish and reappear somewhere within 100 miles of you. I couldn't
much for
quite
it?
work out that kink.
Question.
200?
I'll take it. Hand over 200 gold pieces.
Very well. Yes, Amalia?
What was the armor called so I can add it to my inventory?
Oh, hang on, let me add it to D&D Beyond. Ooh, not create magic item. Sources. Browse magic items. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, it's already, sorry, Scorpio armor. I didn't realize it was already in my collection. Scorpio armor. SCO. Yeah, like Scorpio.
I'm not.
And there was a key coin? Is that the
Oh,
name?
sorry, I haven't added that yet, but just remind me about it and I'll add it before the next session, sorry.
I'll try to remember, yep.
And just because I do need the restroom and it is 9 o'clock, I'll say let's take a quick break here. And then we can chat more about items and things like that after the fact. Let's meet back at 10 after, in 10 minutes from now, or at 9:10, and we'll pick up where we left off. Thank you so much to the audience. We'll be back soon. And we're back. Welcome, welcome. Can I see everybody? No, I might have to do a little refresh. All right, hope everything saves. Just quickly save and close and refresh. Okay, so we pick up right where we left off. You're in the shop with Rhea, and she's in the process of showing you what she's got. And she Well, those are the main other things. The only other thing I can think of is I've been working on this. I don't know how reliable it is, but it might work. And she pulls out a small pendant that's like a golden orb. That's like a slightly egg-shaped or sort of like slightly like a flat sphere. It has these sort of intricate. It's made out of like solid bronze and has these intricate like mechanisms on it. And here, try it out. And she puts it on who's nearest to her. You, Xanthia. So she puts it over you.
Yep.
And as you put it on, like the little like intricate plates that form this thing shift, and you see like a little mechanical eye sort of just reveal itself. It doesn't like look about or anything necessarily. It just sort of like reveals itself.
Okay, hello.
As long as you are
Do I
being
notice
perceived
anything
by another creature, that eye will remain open.
Oh, creepy.
I don't get it.
It's
is
the
it to do?
Bolivian crouch emoji.
Basically, yeah. But it includes things such as tremor sense. Yeah, basically, perception includes using vision or any sense such as tremor sense listed in its stat block. The eye shuts while you are ever not being watched using any of the aforementioned means.
Okay, but that means as long as I'm traveling in a group, it's pretty much useless.
Yeah, this would be more of a solo item for like scouting or sneaking off.
Okay, so then it's useless because we technically don't go anywhere unless one of us is with you.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for you
I
specifically.
look at Hilera like,
Oh, that is so true.
Unfortunately, you don't need an item to know if that Hilera has been perceived.
I don't know. It's cool, but I'm not sure how useful it's going to be for a particular group.
That's fair enough.
So
She takes it back.
So, Xanthia, do we want to do my armor or do we want to get a bag of holding?
Oh, I can definitely
don't really
enchant
know.
something if you need. Again, I'm kind of really starting out, so I don't have much in the way at the moment, but I can make something to be sure.
maybe the armor. I mean, we've been doing fine without the extra bag of holding, and then if we still have time, we can still get it done.
True.
Plus, safety first.
Yeah.
True. Okay. Is there like a room where I can like take my armor off for a second?
Are you not wearing
You
anything
know.
underneath it?
You know what? You guys see me naked. I take off.
God, the amount of chafing if you're wearing your armor without any like undergarments.
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys just
Well,
walk like.
we're in the middle of a store. Like, if you're going clothes shopping, you're not going to change in the middle of the store. That's
It's armor.
weird.
It's the equivalent of taking your jacket off. You should theoretically be wearing a tunic underneath.
Still,
Unless-
I feel like you do that in I don't know. It's like on my breastplate.
And cool. So just want a little bit more protection, yeah?
Well, yeah. Well, here's well, Santa. We have like the wing armor, right? Do we think we
Yeah.
could like?
Attach those.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Wing armor?
And I don't know who.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's holding on to these at the moment?
I don't know. Let me check my notes. I have notes that say who's holding on to everything. Where are my loot notes?
But yeah, we found this really cool set of armor. It has like mechanical wings. And
that's cool.
As far as we could tell, you could use it to fly towards light, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about magic items or smithing or anything like that, really. But do you think there's a possibility to maybe fuse those or transfer the mechanism?
Can I see it?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to find who has it.
I know someone has it on them, so I think we can just.
I think
What is it that
I
you're looking
might
for?
have it. Our breastplate. Delessa has it. It's gone.
Don't you think she would have like dropped it off with
She
us?
kept everything she went live with,
Yes.
including those platinum pieces.
Oh,
It's gone.
dang it.
Okay, well,
Well,
goodbye, wings.
it was a nice thought.
Dang it, I should have kept worser notes. And okay, well, sucks to suck.
But yeah, in case we gave you any ideas, like feel free to craft something like that.
Yeah,
you-
okay. If you want it to be in the next few days, it can't be too powerful, but I can try to come up with something. If not, I'll default to just straight protection.
You know what? Let's just do the protection, and if you have time, you can just like carve wings in the back, just for the vibes.
All right. I'll see what I can do. Leave it with me.
Okay.
Call it 3 to 5 days.
Okay, how much money do you want from me?
I mean, if I charge more, I can probably do it in less time. It's just basically, it's a question of how much time do I devote to it. If, if I can afford to give it my undivided attention, it'll be ready sooner.
Well, we're on a
I think the
yeah,
sooner the
we're on a bit of a time crunch. We have to find our pieces of divinity.
For 900, I could do it in 2 days, but it'd basically be me, like, closing shop and giving this thing my undivided attention.
Done. Scottinos, could you take 900 from me? I will also write it in my notes.
Yes, sure. Okay, we'll do. Sorry,
Thank you.
needs in potion. Yeah, okay, I take 900 off.
Cool. Okay, I'll take my breastplate off as well. Oh, there goes my AC.
Very well. That's all I've got, really, for the moment. I'll get started right away.
Okay.
She begins to, like, pull out a separate set of tools and begins to sort of, like, inscribing, like, glyphs on a piece of paper and sort of, like, basically, like, map out what she's going to do. Yeah, you can comfortably leave her to, that and then rejoin the open air market.
Okay. What do we do now?
I want to find that jeweler.
Yeah.
The jeweler wasn't there anymore.
They got my stuff, and I need my stuff. I need to find them. But also, I
Oh.
would like to find someone who is involved in.
If you want, I can send him a message. I know him. We've talked before. You want me to send him a message?
Sure. Yeah. if he's
Okay.
local.
Okay. I'll send a message to Danrath. What do you need me to say? What do you need?
Back in town. Need to pick up my stuff, please and thank you.
Pick
Let
up
me
your
know
stuff.
where and when.
Okay. Pick up your stuff. Okay. I got it. Okay, I'll cast sending to Danroth? Yes, Danroth, the Triton jeweler.
Okie dokie.
Hi! Back in town. Bithynia wants to pick up stuff. Also, do you have diamonds? Town looks great. How are you? Still alive? Kisses.
There's a moment's pause. All right, yes. Move to a new location. And he just gives you the address.
Okay. It's
And yeah, he's got a proper shop now. It's actually not very far from where you guys are. It's like in the market quarter of the city.
nobody.
And you walk in, he greets you. Ah, welcome. Ah, yes. And he, I remember. And he hands you a parcel, Bithynia.
Thank you so much.
Can I see what's in it?
It is wrapped quite tightly.
Frick.
And so Sure, thank you. And yeah, thank you so much. Another thing, because he just does jewelry stuff, right?
Yeah, mainly.
Would it be like, would he be the one that we would go to for like any of the jewels or baubles that we found within that hoard?
You could.
I don't know.
Why would we want to give those away?
I'm not gonna give them to him.
Oh.
I'd sell it to him though,
Okay.
potentially.
Yeah.
But I don't think Bithynia has it on her necessarily, so she would probably just be good.
Well,
Take her past
I think I have all the gems. I think Scotinos gave them to me.
That's correct. So every
Yeah.
diamond in anything, because you are restored to life person. I don't know. There was also 200 gold pieces worth of diamonds at some point that I think I've still got a note that was there, but I think I've already given that to your pile.
Yeah, I
So
already used
I'm going to
it.
remove that from mine, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah. But yeah, we can sell the sapphires and that other word.
Okay. Ooh. These are quite the find. Where did you get them?
You don't want to know. Do you have some more diamonds?
Potentially. Are you looking to make a
Okay.
trade?
Yes. I think so. Look, my friends.
I've got this one. And he pulls out a large diamond, like the size of an egg. Perfectly cut into a lattice pattern. This is worth 3,000 gold drachmi.
That's hot. Sorry.
Be willing to trade it for both the sapphire. The sapphires, the just. I'm assuming you want to keep the diamonds. So the sapphires, the jacinths, and 500 gold pieces on top, gold drachmi on top of that. And this is yours.
Wait, what? But our sapphires are the same amount as your diamond.
No, they're not.
In my notes, it says yes.
Yeah.
The sapphires are 3,000 and the other ones are 1,000. So we would be trading.
The 6 gems worth a combined 5,000 gold pieces. The diamonds are 1,000 each.
Yes, we have 1 diamond, 1,000.
Yeah.
We have 3 sapphires, 3,000, and this diamond is 3. I can't speak.
Oh yes,
anymore.
no, sorry. These, yeah, the sapphires are sorry, my bad. Yeah, the sapphires, yeah.
Yeah.
Then forget I said anything. He wouldn't have tried to upsell you by that much. He would have said though, the diamond for the sapphires and the jacinths.
That's still 4,000 worth, though.
Yeah. I can give you the sapphires for the diamond, but you won't get the other ones.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, gods. Oh, my persuasion is pretty alright. I don't trust my dice tonight. Wait, what's my persuasion? Oh, dirty 20.
Fine, you have yourself a deal. I can do stuff with those sapphires to be sure. Cool. So you make a note. You have 1 diamond worth 3,000 gold pieces.
Frick yeah.
Also, by any chance, do you have any powdered silver?
Do you have silver coins?
I mean, I have gold coins. I don't know if I have any silver coins.
Oh,
How
I
much-
have silver. How much
how-
do you need?
Like 25 or 50 gold pieces worth.
If you've got the silver, I'll powder it for 1 gold.
We can also ask Buckhills to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an actual powdering machine. It'll come out perfectly fine.
Powder, fine. Sorry.
That's-
I mean, 1 gold piece is not that bad.
Okay, so I
So-
give him 50 silver.
Cool. And he literally powders 50 silver and 1 gold, or?
Oh yeah, I'll also
Yeah.
give it 1 gold. Yeah.
Thanks you kindly. He takes the silver coins and basically runs them through. It's like one of those... And he just powders the metal. There you go.
Perfect.
0
Thank you.
loss in material.
Yeah, I think Bacchus probably would have lost some.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a powder machine, okay? It's not the same. It's not the same.
Do you?
There are times when my
also-
patience is tested. Sorry, go ahead.
Do you have another gem encrusted bowl for me?
Not immediately, but I could try to put one together. I need to source the gems.
Okay, if I give you the other not diamonds, the jacinths we had, could you make it with those?
I could put it towards them. I'd need other gems, but that's a good start.
I was just going to say, Hilira, there was also things that I gave you. Like, there's 120 agates and tiger eyes. They're each worth 10 gold pieces each.
Really?
So-
I don't have those in my notes.
Those wouldn't be of a decent enough quality to go onto the for your purposes, but they can contribute to the cost, certainly. Give me 24 hours to try and source the gems. I can't promise it won't be at a markup if it's this short notice. Those kinds of gems are not easy to find.
So how much would you want me to pay if I give you my jacinths, which are worth 1,000 gold pieces?
I don't know yet. If I can easily find the gems, at cost. If I can't easily find the gems and I have to pull some strings, we'll see. I don't want to overcharge you, so let me see what I can do.
Okay, so you want my jacinths or you don't want my jacinths?
No, hold on to them for the moment. I will shop around based on being able to use those.
Okay, so I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, come back tomorrow and I will see where we are.
Okie dokie. Cool. Do we need anything else? Do we want another ring? Do you think I need to make another ring? Who doesn't have a ring in this group?
Did you take the ring back from Delisa?
No, of course not. She kept everything. Can you also, as he walks away, can you make me some more rings, please?
Sure.
Okay. Can you have just like platinum bands?
Yeah, sure. I got a few of those in the case right here.
Okay, let me just think how much of this party doesn't have a band already, so I can just be like, word about. Can I get 3?
Sure.
I would like 3.
How much are they meant to be worth?
I think 50 gold, but I'm trying to find my... Yeah, 50.
Yeah, 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
And
will sell them to you for 60.
can I try to haggle him down to 50?
You can try, but so the point is the items are like, so that's their actual worth. He's obviously has to sell them at a profit, so
You know what? I won't. I now have rings again. That's fun. Okay, so 60 times 3 is 180. I'll give him 180 gold pieces. I'll just take it off mine for now. Okay. Thank you, sir. I'll see you tomorrow.
okie dokie. And you guys step out of the shop. Botch, is there anything you'd like to do? Can you, Ali?
Interesting,
Oh, sorry, no, you can
interesting
hear.
question. I walk up to the counter and I just do that thing where I open up the drawstring of the pouch and it's just a cascade of ancient blue dragon parts just fall off onto the counter.
Jesus Christ! At the jewelry guy.
Yeah, at the jewelry guy. And I'm
What
like,
the fuck?
so just so everyone's aware of what I've got on me, I have 15 square feet of blue dragon hide, ancient blue dragon hide, an 80-pound ancient blue dragon horn, 26 scales, and 15 dragon teeth. And I say to him, look, listen here, little man. Right, here's the deal. What could I do with all of this stuff here? Because, you know, we're pretty badass. We took down a dragon.
In general, a lot. With me, not much.
Oh,
I'm a jeweler, I'm sorry.
shit.
I know how
With
much
Bithynia seeing this, sorry.
I know how much this is worth, but I'd have no use for it, but there'd be plenty of other places who would. A magic item enchanter. I mean, that horn alone, fucking hell. That's... Tuk tuk. That's raw power right there.
Good stuff. Fine. I'll pack it all away then. And I spent a couple of minutes just shoveling it all back in my bag of holding. Or my pack.
So seeing this, I think Bithynia would be like, Bakos, I also have leather. I wanted to go to maybe the Tanning Guild, and I needed to go find someone who's with, like, maybe weavers or, you know, tapestry, because I have some things that I would like to sell as well. Leather included. Maybe we can make that our next stop.
We can certainly try.
Okay, so you want to find a tannery?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a few different ones. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I just want to sell this leather, because I got a huge amount of hide.
Okay, so you just want to straight up sell the dragon hide.
I don't. I want to make it into something really cool. I feel like ancient blue dragon hide can be made into a tasty piece of armor for someone. Not me. I'm really happy with my chimeric hide.
So... Well, you guys can make a choice. You can try to find, like, someone to enchant it, or, like, then basically do that with you, or if you just want to straight sell it, yeah, discuss amongst yourselves.
Well, Bakos, I'm interested in selling it, but I'm sure that there's a vendor for both of us if you wanted to make something. I have no use for it. Could maybe find a way to make a nice binding or cover for a book, but I've got plenty of those.
All I know is this is the coolest shit I think I've ever had in my hands right now, and I don't want to just hand it over for more useless drachmae because, you know, wine is very cheap. So, what else do I need it for?
I don't know, maybe you can make like a little leather couch for your dollhouse in your room.
What dollhouse are you talking about? I don't have a dollhouse. I have a bed, I have a fireplace, and I have a shitting platform. That's basically my life.
You did build a dollhouse out of the bones of the animals you hunted.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh no, sorry, no. That was a doll bivouac. Sorry, yeah, big different
Love it.
distinction there. Completely different thing. No. But yeah, this ancient blue dragon hide is not. This is not for selling.
Well, how much armor do you think you could get out of what you got?
15 square feet, at least one really good full set of armor for someone.
But then you're making an Arcana check?
There it is. There it is. All these 17 and 18s, I was bound with my plus 15 to Arcana to roll a 2. So 17 is still good, but let's go.
So, you know that horn alone is like a crack rock of magical power. Like, isn't like potential.
The one that I got?
You got a small splinter, like the giant horn that Botch is holding.
Oh, the one that... Yeah.
Yeah. The hide, yes.
Horn I don't care about.
The hide can absolutely... So the horn could theoretically be carved into a lot of things, or basically be, you know... The horn has potential, to be sure. The hide... You've got enough for armor, to be sure. Potentially more than one set, if you really wanted to. Or, if you really wanted to... a sail.
What about making something for Plummet? Could I make him some, like, dragon hide
You could
armor?
potentially
So,
make barding. Absolutely.
Well, Bakos, I think you're on the right path here. You're right, we do have the ability to afford the majority of things we have, but I think that Plummet could use an upgrade, or the ship, so between the two of us, I think armor is easy enough to come by, but armor made of this material.
Well, that's very
Not often
interesting,
seen.
Bithinia, because here's the thing. If you want this horn and this dragon hide for magical shit and for sorting out Plummet with a little bit of a fresh laundry, fresh wardrobe, here's what I need from you. I require that belt of fire giant strength that Xanthia is holding. If you can see to it that I get that, you can have all the dragon shit you want.
Bakios, let us not forget you're the one who owes me something already.
What? What the hell? What the fuck do I owe you?
You owe me something.
For
saying
You had a
that
bet.
it was a bet. It was a bet.
Oh, shit. Oh, you.
Got him.
Above table, you cunt. In game, you cunt.
Above and below table.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Bakios, the thing is that I don't need your horn or your leather. I got my own. So it may not be enough for Plummet, but it definitely isn't enough for sale. However, I think that we can find someone who can make something. Maybe not today, but in the future, for sure.
Here's the thing. This stuff is not mundane shit. This is the Premier League good stuff. Good stuff. So I don't want to sell it. Just for money. It needs to be made into something proper magical for one of the group. And if you do decide to call in your chit for the dragon gear, I'm putting my foot down right now. I stamp the ground and say 1 item only.
Bakios, I've got a lot of negotiating going on in my future. Believe me that this is not at the top or the bottom of the things that I want or need. However, when the time comes, I will definitely be cashing it in something that is of great value to everyone. But in this moment, I will see what can be done about that belt.
Thank you. God damn you and you remembering that fucking wager.
Remember the dollhouse, remember the wager. Like,
Listen, you're a
don't
very
know-
high intelligent character and person. I'm a very low intelligent character and person.
I can't remember my spells to save my life, but I can remember the mundane shit that was relevant 9 months later. Let's go.
9 months later. Fair enough.
Nice.
Alrighty. But yeah. But fair enough. Alrighty. We'll hold on to it. We'll hold on to the dragon shit for now then.
Okie dokie. Is there anything else you would like to do to pass this day?
I need to go to a place that has sells like a weaver's guild or something.
Okay, you can find one of those. There's a small establishment. Oh no, there's actually a fairly large establishment. It's sort of like a more assembly line situation, and you see a combination of human and Hecaton Goliath women in the process of weaving, and the Hecaton Goliaths are making use of their forearms and are in the process of crafting. Actually, you just check something real quick. You step into this shop, and you see what looks like the proprietor, an older Hecaton Goliath woman, who's got her arms, both sets of arms held in a clasp like this, is talking to a human woman who's dressed in ornate silver and sort of mahogany brown leather armor. She's got dirty blonde hair and that sort of tight, messy top bun. Also sort of like a midway bun. She looks like a fairly hench woman, all things considered. Definitely Amazonian. She's about 8 feet tall. Looks human, but big lady. And the two seem to be conversing.
So Thea will come in and she will say, "Good day, ladies. May I have a moment of your time?"
The two turn to look at you. Yes? The large human woman. Oh, I think this is for you, Eka. And she sort of steps to the side. And to be clear, this woman is dressed in very fine silver and sort of mahogany brown armor. She looks quite ornate, and she actually has a small but unmistakable, like it's almost like it almost looks like a headband, but it's unmistakably a iron and silver circlet that has a single moonstone set into the center. It does look like some kind of mark of office.
Mark of who?
Mark of office.
Would
circlet or a
Bithynia,
crown.
recognizing that, would she be able to tell by the colors? and the
Make a
circlet
history
and all
check.
that, like where she's from, because she's fancy, but she doesn't
You
look
do
like...
notice an emblem on her shoulder pad that looks like 3 arms in like a 3 muscled arms in a circle pattern that have like a little Greek eye at the center. Make a
Can I do
history
a
check.
history?
Yeah.
19.
Easy enough, especially the mark gives it away a second. You saw that same mark on a ship that was pulling into the dock. And you are well versed with politic and who is who, so this clicks in your head immediately. The circlet as well, you recognize it. It's one that has been passed down from generation to generation. This can be none other than Queen Lauvu, who is the current regent of the city-state of Bothratis.
Of where?
Bothratis. It's on the Lindus Horn. It is actually near the base of the horn. You can see it on the map. You guys have a look at that. It's right where the Sperchia River meets the sea.
Gotcha. And so seeing this and recognizing this, she's... would this have been someone she would have wrote a letter to?
Yeah.
Okay. This is fun. Okay, so, is anyone else in the shop with me?
Yeah, sure, I would have gone with you.
So, you will see
Me too,
her
probably.
tense up because she's definitely there, and she recognizes who this is, that there's an actual queen with them in this shop. And she is, while usually confident, is going to be mindful and try to be quick but soft-spoken when she asks, is it Axra? Axra? Is the shop name?
Oh,
What was it?
Ekra, I said. Sorry. That's probably what I said, but if not, that's what I'm saying now. Ekra.
Okay. Okay. So she would ask, she would say, seems, you have, and I've heard that there's been many beautiful things that have come out of here garment-wise, and I'm curious on a couple endeavors. One, if you are someone who buys things for your business, and secondly, what your procedure is for making dresses.
Oh, I can potentially purchase textiles depending on if you've... It depends on what you have to offer, certainly. We can have a conversation about that. The process of making dresses is, can make a formal request if, we have availability. We can see you right away. If not, maybe on an appointment basis. But, we take measurements, we, discuss the design, and then we take it from there.
May need 1 to 2 things made in the future, and it will be something that'll have to come in at a later date. And then, in terms of dye, do you have a need for buying dyes, some that may be particularly hard to come by?
Maybe. What do you
And
have in
she will
mind?
pull out one of the vials or the bottles. In a recent travel, I came across this and thought that maybe if you didn't have it offered, you might be interested in procuring it. So in the event that someone else here...
Oh, Valerian purple.
Mhm.
We do import it, but, could always use more, I suppose, if you're offering it. How much do you want for it?
Well, I guess a little goes a long way, but I guess it's dependent on what you were wanting. Maybe 400 gold for a bottle.
Which is more than what you paid for it, right?
Mhm,
Okay.
It's a little bit more.
She sort of blinks for a second. I appreciate the offer, but I know that's somewhat of a markup, and, were I in a position not to be able to import it, I might take you up on that offer, but, I can just buy it from the source.
I'm sure you could. I was only trying to account for the cost of getting there and back, which I'm guessing is something that is connected. What is your cost by chance?
Make a
that you buy
persuasion
it
check.
For? Ooh. Okay. So I do have proficiency in that. Yes.
And advantage.
So, yeah. So the first one was 21 total, and the next one was dirty 20.
Fair point. Immediacy is, something to consider. Very well. I'll tell you what. Counter offer. I'll accept the amount, but as opposed to straight coin, I could deduct that amount from whatever you wish to procure as far as these dresses are concerned, or anything else to that effect. She's offering you store credit.
That would be ideal. I think that would be amendable. So I will take so I'm getting 250 gold back, and then she'll keep her vial for herself, and then she'll have 150 in store credit.
Wait, gold back? What?
Because you said that she would offer me that, right? And then would the difference be?
No,
in
she
store
basically,
credit?
the entirety, the 400, she would, like, offer you 400 as, store credit.
Sorry, my misunderstanding. I'll have a think on it because I'm.
You can try to keep bartering if you like, if you wanted to counter offer with, 100, like 250, yeah, if you want to do that, actually. Yeah, if you wanted to sell it to her for 250 and then the rest in store credit, she'd be amenable to that.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll have store credit. Sounds like a good deal for both of us, and I hope that if it's not me who takes you up on having this as an item or option for future garment making, that whoever partakes in it gets what they want. It's a lovely shade of purple.
Very well. Unless there's anything else I can help you with, I, must attend to the Queen's request.
Bethany will look over, like, give her a bow. Was it Laura?
Lauvu.
Lau?
Lauvu.
So she'll, greetings. Good to see you here.
You're versed in titles. Impressive. I take it you're not just, anybody.
But she'll give a slight smile. I've been a part of the Dakatia as one of the professors, and most recently someone who's gone out and about to help with this issue that we've had. And yes, you can say that.
issue indeed. We've kept an eye closely on, in Protracted, we've kept an eye closely on the denizens of Asphodel, but they don't seem to be moving at all. I don't actually think Asphodel's caught up in this either. Which I suppose tracks historically, but... Well, in any case, I'm curious to hear what Perisofia and has to say to everyone. I'm itching for a fight myself.
And Bethidia will give like almost a pained smile and tell her, well, Sophia is as just as she is swift, and I am certain that the conversations that we have going forward with this difficult time that's been plaguing us recently and potentially going forward will be nothing short of solved soon, given the individuals who are in town to help with it.
Indeed. Well, I can tell you where my vote's going to cast, but I have reservations. I'm nervous about some of the others coming. But that is the nature of this, is it not?
That is true. That is true. There is a place for everyone, though. I believe that and she'll get motion over to Xanthia, who Xanthia's the only one in the store with her, right?
I'm there as well.
Oh yeah, so she'll motion. She's like, there's many individuals here from around Theros, whether it be Akros or beyond, that are all dedicated, and I'm hopeful that whether it be our bronze beauty, might, or mind that gets us through, we will be able to collectively use our resources to their best abilities to accomplish what needs to be done.
I'm fairly certain I understood most of what you said, and I concur. Know that if the chips fall in favor, Bothratis, if I have anything to say about it, will be willing.
Understood. Well, we have to prepare ourselves for some things, some upcoming meetings, but I will let you...
Indeed. I presume I'll see you there. Good day. I did not catch your name.
My name is Bethinia.
Bithynia. Rings
Yes,
a bell.
correct.
Good to meet you. The two of you?
Xanthia.
I'm Hilera.
Nice to meet you, Hilera.
Hi.
She glances in your direction. I know that armor.
I'm not wearing my armor.
Your style of clothing is unmistakably a Kroan. And you're still wearing your helmet, I assume.
True.
Yeah. I know those colors. Don't worry, little one. We'll, I promise I'll, harangue the other shitless fucks who sit on thrones. And, do my best to get them to move their asses.
Good. I've been trying for a while.
It helps being a lot taller than them. She winks at you.
That's fair.
Alright. It was lovely to meet you all. Good day.
Do you want candy? I give her a candy.
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, I fucking love these things. I, usually have... I must get the Luxodon, or I must get the man from the southern continent on retainer, a pastry chef of some kind, because I eat way too many of their southern delicacies. Right. Good day. And she returns to, talking to this woman. And, for the purposes of brevity, I will...
Are you muted?
We can't hear you anymore.
For the purposes of brevity, I'll say, unless there is anything else you all wish to do. You, come to the end of the day. Or, Bithynia, I presume you would be wanting to, Actually, we'll end on this note. You all step out into the air. You know, it's getting into late evening at this point. No, not late evening, sorry. Late afternoon. Sun's beginning to set. And, amidst the din of the generally busy streets of Meletis, you hear a single shriek, followed by another and another and a series of horrified shrieks as a shadow blots the sky for a second. That, and everyone sort of startles and recoils back as a massive winged creature just basically swoops over the town and then begins to basically, like, you guys are buffeted by winds as you recoil back and you look up. Make a perception check, everybody.
Oh my gosh, this is a Daxel.
Is this the one that we like let go south? Like,
Oh,
Is this
the
the
one we
dragon?
freed?
You
thought you had killed me.
No, I'm kidding. No,
We're
I'm
doing
kidding.
perception.
23.
That's a dirty
18.
20.
7.
You see
Oh.
a enormous.
I'm looking at Hilera.
You see it's an enormous winged lion-like creature with blue streaks throughout its body and an old man sage of a face.
Ah, so
What?
Sphinx.
As Medomai, the Arch-Sphinx, swoops down.
What is going on?
What the fuck?
Someone's in town who was not in town previously.
Is this the second time that we've seen, campaign-wise, we've seen Medabai?
Technically
Right.
third. He visited during
we've seen
the
we've seen him fly over at one point.
you saw him
during
fly
the-
over at one point, but you've spoken to him directly as well. In
Yeah, true.
yeah, so
Yeah, he
out
was
of character,
depressed,
he was
right?
out of just because I realized you wouldn't have noticed it because he was in town when you last saw him. He was gone for a while whilst you guys were off doing your thing as well.
What was he off doing?
You don't know,
Sad boy shit.
and he's back
Yeah,
in
it
town.
was-
But you watch as he and then he flies over to the Tower of Elspeth and sort of perches atop of it.
Everything is sus in this town.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Nice.
Yay!
Thank you all so much for tuning in. We all really appreciate it. Let's see if there were any shout-outs to shout out. Hey, Starlight Tales gave us a shout-out to 47 viewers. Oh, that was 7 days ago, but we still really appreciate it. And big thank you to everyone in the audience. We couldn't do this without you guys. And speaking of we who presume to entertain through the medium of Dungeons and Dragons. Damn it, Ali, you're rubbing off on me. But ma'am, I want to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I just said bit meme. You don't have to take Dungeons and Dragons with it. Come on, man.
Listen, I am very impressionable, you know this.
Oh, hell yeah, buddy.
I kid.
You will level up your party next time. You will level up your party next time.
You all take a level in Bard.
I'll fucking take it.
Hey! Oh wait, that means
No.
Okay.
Yes, no 9th level spells for you.
Fuck.
Ever. Now, speaking of we who presume to entertain through the medium of Dungeons and Dragons, it would be nothing if not for my lovely players. Let's start in reverse order this time. Amalia, Violet, lovely Violet. Would you like to tell these fine folks about yourself? Oh, hang on. I need to re-enable your thing.
What thing?
Sorry, just you're not visible right this second. Unset. And then put you back on slot 7, and then... Okay, sorry, I don't know why that's doing that right now. But continue. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's working now. It's working now.
Okay, so if you would like to follow me for cosplay or fashion content, or just weird voice notes now because my voice is like this, you can follow me on Violet_Riddle_. That's it.
Hey, Raspy Screams followed you. Is that your new handle, babe?
No.
Okay, the Raspy Screams, thank you for the follow. We really appreciate it. Welcome to the Hoplites, and be sure to join our Discord, which I might be able to link. Oh no, wait, that link's broken at the moment. I don't know why, but I'll have to again remind me to fix that for next session. But sorry if someone wouldn't mind linking the Discord if they have an opportunity to do so. Be sure to join our Discord for tips and tricks and all fun. But without getting sidetracked, Tamara, would you like to tell these fine folks about yourself?
I'm super tired. I have Twitter. That's Mar_inated. I think it's the same on TikTok, and on Instagram, you can find me at it's Mar_inated. That's me.
Awesome sauceum. And moving swiftly to Virla. Would you like to do your signature short and sweet intro?
Okay, here we go, you guys. I've been practicing.
Thank you, Morse, for the linking the Discord.
My name's Virla. I have an Instagram. It's Virla.Louise with an E at the end. That's it.
Nice. And we move swiftly to our favorite brawny barbarian. Our favorite rambunctious player who this game would not be the same without. And I mean that sincerely. Ali, would you like to spread your awesomeness with this fine audience?
Or lack thereof. Hi, you can find me on Instagram. All right. You can find me on Instagram. I'm under @AngelUndies. I mainly do cosplay. I mainly do 3D printing, and I mainly do D&D shit there. So if you want anything made, hit me up. Before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Thank you.
Are you practicing for your Campaign 2 Bard?
Oh, absolutely. I am so ready to become a bard. Oh, it's going to be fun.
I got some ideas. We can have a chat at some point. Morse, in the interest of asking, is there anything you're working on that you'd like to tell these people about?
I'm very lazy, to be honest. I just sit here comatose, just waiting for the days to pass until Sunday when I appear here again, like I just spawn. So please help my respawning cycle by joining us next time on Sunday.
Wunderbar. And sorry, Tamara. I say that it's not like a you thing. I just say that in general sometimes as well, like irrespective.
It's okay.
And last but certainly not least, Rebecca, take it away.
Yes, I am online everywhere on most social media platforms. Bon Clancy, but you can find me on TikTok at Mimic for Hire with some Warlock and D&D TTRPG content, or Vampire the Masquerade content on Sire for Hire on TikTok exclusively. And then here, every other week on Sunday, you can find me doing Vampire the Masquerade, which I'll be doing here in about 20 minutes at St. Pete by Night. And yeah, vampire goodness. Every Sunday, that's where I'm at after here. So
Cool beans. You can find me there as well. I probably won't be on stream, but I might be one day. And as always, you can find all my cosplay content at Electrum_cosplay. You can find all of the show's socials at DC30 official on all platforms. We're actually including the YouTube where you can find the VODs. And I'm getting a little bit better at posting clips and content and stuff like that, so I'm going to start doing some of that a bit more. Case in point, I posted a TikTok recently. And as always, feel free to join our Discord where you can get all sorts of tips and tricks on how to flavor your campaign for a D&D setting, all my assets and whatnot. And I'm officially going to make a small announcement, actually. I'm actually biting the bullet, and I'm going to start work on something I've been meaning to start work on for quite some time. I've got a lot of it fleshed out, but I'm going to go full ham with it. I'm going to call it Theros the Lost Tablets. which is going to be a Eberron Rising from the Last War re-release or expansion upon the Theros setting, a source book, if you will, that will include all of my homebrew, all of my world building, and all of my flavoring, so you can get the director's cut, or at least my director's cut, of the Theros setting with all the weird and wonderful that a Greek mythological setting deserves to have. Stay tuned, there will be announcements. I might update a wiki, I might start a world anvil. I'm not sure yet what it's going to look like. Might be in the form of watch this space. There's going to be some cool stuff. I'm thinking something to the effect of maybe release the source book for free and then start releasing adventures on a Patreon, but we're not sure yet what that's necessarily going to look like. I'm going to work on some stuff. Watch this space. And on that note, thank you all so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. We are DC30. Have a wonderful night.